Hello everyone, Minky here with the next part of Let's Play Pokemon Ever Nuzlocke. Today we're going to go to the Victory Road, but first I figured I'd show off some of my training and how all that's gone on since last time I recorded. So right now my team is this. Noelec, the Kecleon. That's their moves at the moment. They've got Ancient Power now as well, which is really nice. So they've got a nice set of moves right there. Propeller, I don't think they've really changed all that much. You know, Wing Attack. Surf and Pursuit are really their main moves, and then Wing Attack and Quick Attack is just a nice little bit of extraness, if you will. Sword Bat, the Crobat. Nothing really changed about them. Oh, they have Poison Fang now, which is really nice. Plushoff, nothing has really changed about them. I don't think they have Will-O-Wisp. I think they had that before though, to be fair. So, yeah, really nice physical type right there. Magic Worm, Intimidate. They did try to get Hydro Pump, I think, but I denied that just because it's... I mean, look at that special attack stat. It's not that great, in all fairness. And I figured I'm already teaching them like a bunch of HMs already as it is, so I kind of can't teach it, to be fair. However, I will talk about heart scales in a moment, so I will get back to that in a moment, but you know. And here's their moves at the minute: Rock Smash, Dive, and Bite. In all fairness, Dragon Dance is a special. It's a speed boost and a physical attack stat boost, right? So the speed boost is always good, or not always good, but it's, if I want to be slower, obviously, but I don't really have much of a strategy for that going on, really. But it's good for going faster. But the physical attack stat is only good for Rock Smash at the moment, since Dive and Bite are both special moves in this generation. So I might try and fix that later on down the line, but for now, this is their moves at the moment. And if anything, Rock Smash is pretty weak anyway, so a Dragon Dance boost from it is going to be really nice anyway. So, you know, there you go. Carcool, the Torkoal. They've got Body Slam. I don't know if that's a new move, but that's a really nice move. I think it's a nice move anyway. It's alright, it's not too bad. And Flamethrower, that's a new move as well, I think. I don't know actually, I forget what new moves I have on them, but Flamethrower, Body Slam are really good on them. I mean, Body Slam, that's kind of sad. Body Slam and Strength, I think their powers should be swapped, because Strength, it's a HM, it's required. Body Slam, it has Paralysis. Yeah, I think Strength having a bit more physical attack will at least... And the fact that it's required as well, I think it should have a bit more than just 5 extra. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's a criticism for another day, I guess. So, here's Absol. They have Future Sight. I will get into Double Team in a moment as well, by the way, so don't worry about that. Ishiro, this is the Gloom, the main Gloom, if you will, that I was training up. So, I'll compare them in a moment to... Actually, no, I'll compare them now to... Well, not now, but I'll compare them to the other Gloom in a second. So, here's Weather, the Cast Form. I've been training them up because I really like Cast Form and I want to use them and whatnot. Like, they're one of my favourites, in all honesty. And that's not just me being a Gen 3, that's me genuinely liking Cast Form, if you will, as a Pokemon in and of themselves. You know, there's another Pokemon that's kind of similar to them. I won't say who, but there's another Pokemon that's similar to them in a way, and I'd really like them as well, even though they're not Gen 3. Here's their moves at the moment: Weather Ball, Water Gun, Powder Snow, and Ember. Which, this makes them really good for weather stuff. Unfortunately, there's no like Sandstorm one, which is really weird, but it's really good otherwise for weather stuff. Specifically, Groudon and Kyogre, because those two are the ones that can kind of force Rain Dance and Sunny Day. There's no Hailstorm enforcer in this generation, which is a bit odd, but it is what it is. But there is a Sandstorm enforcer in this game that I don't think is accessible until much later in this game anyway. I don't know if they're accessible. I don't know if they're accessible at all in Emerald, but on its own. But if they are, they won't be until much later. Also, Water Gun and Ember. Now, I had 2 heart scales on hand, and that's how I got Water Gun and Ember. But I'll go over heart scales again in a few minutes as well as I'm going through a few things. Next up is Maybelline. I've got them up to level 40, as well as Castform is level 41, by the way. This is just where my training got them up to. Fake Out, Feint Attack, Knockoff, and Confuse Ray. Knockoff is kind of not really that good. To be fair, it's 30 power with stab. Like, it's 20 power without stab, obviously, but Maybelline gets stabbed with it. And that's weaker than Fake Out, which Fake Out doesn't get stabbed, and it still has 40 power. So, well, it doesn't get stabbed on Maybelline, obviously. And it's also like, again, I still don't quite get why it's a special move. Or not a special move, but I don't get why it's like a no contact move. But maybe I've got to look into that at some point. But it's been really nice for training on that Route 113 for all those, you know, Spinder and the Slugma, because, like I said, the Slugma. And they can have Flame Body, which can burn you if you make contact. So, obviously, you know, really nice move right there. And because that one-shots them, at least, not always, but I mean, I've got a good enough power. But yeah, here's Ishro the Gloom again. So there's their stats, right? And here's the other one, Isholder, which is level 40. So obviously that's why they're generally a bit weaker. And here's our moves as well. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. In fact, let me move things about a little bit. Okay, so right now, they are pretty much the same. The only difference is that the first one has Stun Spore, the second one has Sleep Powder. I did think about it. I'm probably just going to stick with Sleep Powder for now, and then I don't know who I'm going to turn into Fire Plume and who into Blossom. But like, I am going to think about it, and I think I might try and get Poison Powder back on one of them, but I'm not entirely sure at the moment. So, you know, there is that. Here's Manectric. They've been kind of a bit of a help throughout the training, which is why they're level 52. So, you know, and here's their moves as well: Spark, Bite, Thunder, Quick Attack. Thunder's really good for Rain Dance. So that's really nice. And then here's Wiseau, the Wobbuffet. Here's how they've landed, if you will. So, yeah, there's that. Now these two as well. Mishroom is almost level 54, which is really nice. In fact, you know what, I'm going to actually take them in with me. Because, well, they're almost leveled up, so I might as well get them now, given that I'm going to be going around Hoenn a little bit before I get to the Victory Road. So, and that way I can show off the evolution as well. Because originally the plan was to just go straight to Victory Road, which is why I was here, but now I kind of want to explore a little bit. And sort of show off a few things, if you will. A few things I've missed throughout the areas, if you will. They're not too important, but I feel like they're important enough to the point where they're good enough to show off. So right here, right, this guy tells you, you know, water around this part is clean, but I get my 6 going to pick up litter from the shoreline at times. So now I never realized this, but if we talk here, there's actually a heart scale right next to him. Now I imagine there's more items around here, but for now the only other one I know of is under this one, I think. Under this green umbrella. Yeah, there you go. Another heart scale. So that's always nice. Now I don't know if there's any others. Those are the only two that I know of that I didn't know about them before, which is really weird, but you know, it is what it is. But I've learned about them now, so there you go, you know. Now if we come up here, I also realised that I forgot a few items on this route. Specifically, you know, items that are in these really obvious spots. Right, so I've got that one, because that one's pretty obvious. Right? And so here's Slugma, by the way, you know, kind of prove that they do spawn here. And so like, I feel like I've missed a few, and I think I've missed more than what I should have missed, if you will. Okay, I don't think I was going to level up. Oh well. Here we go, Spore. As far as I'm aware, Spore is the only 100% accurate move that's like, that can paralyze or put to sleep, if you will, in at least Generation 3. Therefore, Mishroom is a really good Pokemon for that. And on that note, we finally get Mishroom's evolution as well, after, what, 31 levels, I think? Yeah, finally evolving. Nice. Nice. I think they've got a bit, like a weird, not weirder, but like a kind of a thingamajig move. What's it called? I can't even remember what it's called. A different sort of thingamajig. Cry comparable to Shroomish. What? They didn't get Mag Punch? I could have sworn they got Mag Punch, but maybe that's level 23 rather than evolution. But here as well, I might as well show this off as well. So I did a bit of research. I forget if I mentioned it last time or if I mentioned it in a call out, but here I figured out, you know what? Red flutes actually sell for more than white flutes. Not really, but they sell, but they're not but the amount of steps you have to get a red flute versus the cost of a red flute, you make enough. Basically, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is, so a red flute sells for more Pokequid per step than the white flute does. It sells for Pokequid per step, if you will, if that makes sense. So red flutes are actually more valuable in that sense, if you will. So you want to get those, and in fact, now that I think about it, maybe blue flutes are? I don't know actually, I'll have to look into that. But at the very least, we know that red flutes sell for more than white flutes. That's basically what I was researching, if you will. Not researching, but that's a bit of research I did, if you will. So hence, you know, hence the abundance of red flutes I've got. And I'm probably going to regret all that because blue flutes are probably going to be worth more, but I'll look into that in a bit as well. But I'm pretty sure they're not, but I don't know, we'll see. Got that one as well already? Okay, wow. And that one? Okay, I could have sworn I could have sworn I missed out on double team. Yeah, hang on, let me go find that actually, yeah, give me a second. Oh, okay, I have double team already. Why did I miss that? In my back, I must have just not checked thoroughly enough in my back. Yeah, that's the thing, I've not used any of these TMs at all, apart from Thief on Nuzlocke. That's probably why I forgot. Oh well. Why did I think I missed some of them? That's so weird, man. I don't know, that's really weird, man, but was there anything else I wanted before we go on? I don't think there is, to be honest. So yeah, let's go on. If I need to, I'll do some in the bonus parts, I guess, if I really need to, but for now, let's get on with the adventure, if you will. Of course, I gotta swap out Mishroom first. I want to make sure I get Thingamajig. Like and whatnot. Because obviously, like as well, I want to make sure that I'm actually getting the team board, if you will. So you know, it's because this is the team I'm gonna take with me to the Thingamajig. Maybe I should bring Mishroom with me because they have Giga Drain and Headbutt, so they're kind of nice, and they have Spore as well now, so that's a really nice little thing right there. But yeah, I'm gonna pass on that for now. Right now, it's time. Let's make our way to Victory Road and see how good we can go. Now here we go, Kecleon. Yeah, I forgot about Kecleon. Look, he looks kind of derpy, or she in this case. She looks kind of derpy a little bit. I think her face just looks. kind of cool, man. But yeah, this is the first time I think ever that I'm using Kecleon in Generation 3, so that's kind of nice. I'm using that. Really nice to get like a new Pokemon for the LP. And remember, it doesn't count, by the way, it doesn't count towards the no repeats rule that I have for my channel, so I can use Kecleon again in the future, and it's fine, you know, because it's Kecleon, you know, it's a Nuzlocke even, it's not like a repeat, because like in the Nuzlocke it's a Nuzlocke, it's a challenge or whatever, you know. Gone over it before, but yeah, these don't count, so I can use well, I can use a Nuzleaf as well, yeah, but I can use Kecleon in the future too, so, you know. Now, I'm obviously gonna I'm not gonna dodge too many trainers. I'm gonna try and take some of these on now because I might as well, because they're right here. But like, I wanna also like, well, there's a Pokemon Center coming up, so it's all fine and good. You know, it's fine to get the some damage in. You know, if you will, like, it's fine to take. Wait, how are you fast? You're not even half my level. I don't know. Is Wingull just that fast, or is Kecleon just that slow? Wow, no wonder I didn't use this Kecleon before. Wow. Alright. Yeah, I'll battle you. I want to try and get a few. Like I said, I can battle a few trainers here and there, so it's fine. Wait, free offense, are you doing a Triumphlon like one of those bikers said they were doing? Nice. That's kind of cool if she is, and she mentioned that. That's kind of nice. Because like a nice little callback, you know, if you go back to that other one, maybe they know each other. That'd be kind of cool as well if they said like, oh, I have a friend called Caitlin who does this and whatever, and Caitlin right here, because her name is Caitlin, says like, oh, my Pokemon, my friend from all the way over here called whatever his name is, you know, they train as well. They train pretty good for the Triumph as well. You know, that's nice stuff. All right, nice. The sunlight seems to be harsh in this area. What? It's Groudon back? Wow, that quickly? It doesn't even spawn here, to be fair. But also it's ocean, so I don't know, man. Looking awfully tough. I wonder if I can win. You got that right, my guy. Both the wonder and the wonder of me. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Why did I set up Propeller like this, man? I don't know. I don't know why I've got Propeller here, because they're not going to be very good at this point in time. They're going to be much better off in the in the dungeon. It's going to be worse in the dungeon. Probably Soul. Actually, yeah, there's some chokes there, I think. Oh, Hariyama, I should say. Hariyama. So I know Soul Bat would be alright with them, but it's. I mean, it's a matter of like overall who can I use, if you will. Because like with what's it called? Because like what this moveset, how good would this be? Probably not that good, actually, to be fair, against all the Pokemon within the, or most of the Pokemon within the Victory Road. So yeah, it's probably best if I don't use if I use Soul Bat now, you know, against these water trainers, and then, you know, taking on what I can in Thingamajig, if you will, with other Pokemon like Propeller and whatnot. Like Propeller would be much better off in there, because I think, well, for one, they've got Wing Attack anyway, which, to be fair, not that good because it's a physical move on them, and they're better specially, but it's still going to get some of the Pokemon in there, and it's Stab, so at least there's some use to it. And then also they've got moves like Surf and whatnot, which is really good against other Pokemon as well, like that can spawn in there, like Gravelers and all that, so really nice stuff. And hey, it's Ever Grande. I've just thought, can you get to Ever Grande without Waterfall? Probably not. Because I've just thought, how do you even unlock areas to fly to? Like, do you have to unlock the Pokemon Center? Because if so, then okay, so you can't fly here yet. Because obviously no, I don't even didn't teach Waterfall. What? Oh well. What? Magic Worm only? What is this? I guess I can get rid of Dive. Alright, let me go do that then, and I'll be right back, and then I'll see you in a second, I guess. Alright, here we are again. Don't know how long it's taken, but I forgot to check the time when I made the cut, but oh well, it's fine. Because I've had a bunch of encounters as well, which is nice, because it's always a shiny check as well and whatnot, and you know, I mean I get that obviously, like, maybe it's a bit too much for people sometimes, but I always try and look at the positive on things, not in a toxic way, just gotta do your best, if you will, stuff. So yeah, here we go. I've taught Waterfall. Because as well as like there's a Water Pulse, the item we got from the previous gym leader, and that to me is like, okay, it's not the best of moves at this point in the game, because you already have Surf, and especially in this generation where Surf doesn't hit your teammate, so it's like, if Surf hit your teammate in Generation 4 and onwards, then yeah, Water Pulse would at least have something of a benefit over Surf. But in this generation it doesn't, so therefore, what's the point? And like, to me, it's like, for one, I mean, I always feel like there's a point to moves, even moves like Splash and Gen 1 Focus Energy kind of thing. And I've just realised I didn't check to fly, but oh well, never mind. Here's Scott, by the way. Okay, we'll touch you then. Go for greatness. You bet. I love it takes a while to exit as well. But yeah, Water Pulse, it's really nice because it's good for, like, I mean, it's good if you can't learn Surf, obviously. That's one good use of it, which there are a few Pokemon in this generation that can't learn Surf, but they can learn Water Pulse. You know, so it's good for like type diversity, if you will, on like, you know, like if you want, I think Exploud can learn it. Which, by the way, I really like this music, by the way. It's really nice. It doesn't even feel like it doesn't even feel like Victory Road music, if you will. Like you're about to get onto Victory Road. It feels more like just casual music, if you will. But anyway, my point is like there's always, I feel like there's always a use for moves, if you will, even if you can't figure out yourself. Even if you can't figure out yourself, I always feel like there's going to be at least some use to these items. To these items, like, you know, Water Pulse being, even though it's weaker than Surf, you know. Raw, Splash, you know, because like I remember back in Let's Treat Coliseum, I actually managed to use Raw and Whirlwind in that game, you know, even though they're practically useless moves for the most part, and it's like, you know, like, okay, yeah, fair enough, they're going to be useless to most people in most situations. But like, it doesn't mean that they're not useful, if you will. They don't have a use somewhere. You know, like how, like, and obviously I proved that at least these two moves have a use by, you know, using them like that, if you will. You know, so it's they do have use, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't even know where I wanted to go to, actually. I feel like there was something I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it is basically... Actually, yeah, let's go to Mount Pyre. See those orbs. I just don't want to go into Victory Road now, and then end midway through Victory Road or anything. That's why I'm not going there yet, into Victory Road. But in terms of like these moves, it's like, or these items or whatever, you know, it's like, yeah, fair enough. They might be useless to you, you know, which is fair enough. But that doesn't make them overall useless, if you will. You know, like it doesn't mean that they'll never have a use just because you don't have a use for them. You know, and it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like it's a word, useless is a word that people are kind of leaning towards changing its meaning to a degree, if you will. And I mean, I'm not really complaining about that or anything. It's just like, it's just the fact that useless in the sense of the word, if you will, you were like useless meaning to be without use, is now going to becoming useless meaning to be without use to you, if you will. That's what it seems like these days. So like it's now, so like for example, because I've had plenty of stuff myself where I figured, what's the point of this? There is no point to this, or I don't see a point in this, if you will. You know, or like I don't have much of a use for it myself or anything, so therefore it is useless to me. But to someone else it might be the best thing, it might be a really cool thing, or next best thing since sliced bread or whatever to someone else, if you will. You know, which is all good, you know, because if they're getting use out of it, then at least then it's good, if you will. You know, it's really nice, if you will. You know, it's like, you know what I mean. You know, it's like, I don't know. I think that's a good explanation for it. I think that's just really good explanation for like how these sort of things are, if you will. You know, like I don't think, I don't know. It's just I just think people miss the point half the time, which is really unfortunate. I'm not really blaming anyone for it. It's just unfortunate, if you will. You know, because it's like, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to find use in everything, you know, because you don't. You know, I'm just saying it's like okay, if you don't have use for something, fair enough. You know, if you don't have use in double team TM, that's all well and good, you know, but that doesn't mean that someone else isn't going to find use in it, you know, so other people can find use in it, because it's, you know. Anyway, here we go, it's the cutscene. So Maxi is saying minky. Oh, okay. Wow, that's a short-lived cutscene. Where's my orbs at? The two men who took the orbs came back to return them on their own. Those men, perhaps they are not so evil after all. Yep. It's my role to pass on the legend of Hoenn to future generations, and the crisis that just ended in Sudpalace rewrote a legend. Have you the time to hear the new legend of Hoenn? I might as well end the part with this. Happened long ago, you know, just the other day. The world was racked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the land and the Pokemon of the sea. Pokemon of the land raised mountains and created continents. Pokemon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. Their first duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in massive fires, and I don't know why I'm struggling with this, and vicious storms. It was then that the Pokemon of the sky descended from a storm. So it's Kyogre's doing. See, he's got the upper hand always. The Pokemon, shining a vivid green, becalmed the two enraged Pokemon. Then, its duty done, the green Pokemon flew off into the blue yonder. See? Kyogre. Really, that's it? Oh well. Let's see what he says. He says no. I see. Well, that too is fine. Yep. So that's his legend. Now, I say all that, and I realise what I wanted to do, if you will. I realise what I wanted to show off. So, on that note, let's just end off with going to the daycare centre and seeing how good my Pokemon are doing. Because it has been a long time since I've actually checked on them, I think. So, yeah, let's have a look at that then. Let's have a look at them then, I should say. Alright, how are they doing? 53 and 47, nice. Nice, level 66 and 60 respectively. Nice. Wow, that's really nice, man. I'm not going to use them yet. I'm going to keep them in the daycare just in case, but you know, it's... But we'll see them again eventually, I'm sure. Alright, well, on that note, well, let's go back to Ever Grande and end on that music. And yeah, on that note, both of them fly you to Ever Grande City, by the way, both spots, but it's really cool what you do later. But anyway, so on that note, I'm going to thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Oh, well, today's part, I call these ones parts. I really hope you enjoyed it, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really minky day.